What's going on, people? I've just left the gym. Another good session in the bank. It's been a very good start to the year when it comes to gym, eating well, and just sticking to my goals. I know we're only 19 days in. Was it 19 or 20 days in? But I'm happy that I've not broken any of those targets yet. Everything I said I'm going to do in January, we've knocked off so far. So yeah, I'm very happy about it. The only thing that upset me today about the gym is I didn't do the sauna. I've been doing the sauna pretty much every session, and it feels like really good after the sessions. Sauna, then a quick cold shower. But the sauna today, I mean, I went past and it was like a fucking can of sardines. I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, it was too many people in there, which I guess is to be expected on a Saturday. But yeah, look, gym's been really good. I feel like I'm doing a weight cut without announcing that I'm doing a weight cut. Like, you know, I've been talking about doing this road to 175 pounds and maybe even 168 pounds. And I was gonna like film it, and you know what it is? Maybe I speak too much, but it's just been so difficult putting it all together, like getting a sponsor, like a food sponsor. I was trying to get a food sponsor, obviously get a cameraman, edit all the content. I was like, you know what, let me just fucking work out. I ain't got time for all this shit. Let me just work out. So we are doing a cut without, well, I'm telling you guys now, but without telling the world that I'm doing a cut. So we've lost like 5 kilos in the last week. Right now, we're coming in around 85 kilos. I think by the end of next week, I will probably be around 80, maybe 79 kilos. And then we can do like a bit of a drastic cut to get down to the weight. But yeah, we're good. We're good right now. We're very healthy. Connor Ben was in the gym. Saw Connor. His cousin, Justin, great guy, goes to my gym as well. And they were all sparring, not Connor, but Justin and a few others. And Connor was there watching. So we had a little conversation. He looks good. He looks really good. But I've always had my concerns about whether or not Connor, is it straight? Whether or not Connor can make 147. I think he can make it. He looked quite light. He looks like someone that is constantly training. So obviously he'll be waiting to see what happens with Garcia and Barrios. I'd like Connor to have one in between that, because Garcia Barrios, what's the date for that? February. So if Connor's going to fight the winner, I mean, that's a summer fight. Like, Connor can't sit it out until the summer. I don't think. I get it, it's a big money fight and you don't want to take any risk, but you can't sit it out until the summer. There are a number of good 147 fighters that Connor could have a knock with. Just to see if he can make the weight, and just to see how he feels at the weight, because he's not done that weight for, what was it, 3 years or something like that? So let me in. Thank you very much. So yeah, and it was good to see him anyway. He looks good. Lots going on in boxing right now, isn't it? Bloody hell. Like, I can't keep up. Honestly, I can't keep up. This, is it IVB or IBV? I feel like, is it I'm gonna say IBV. They did their announcement, or at least a press conference of such in San Francisco. They announced that they've teamed up with YouTube, and they're gonna do, was it 12 shows? Is that what I read? 12 shows a year? I think they've got a 2-year deal with YouTube. What I wanted was some sort of announcement that Usyk versus Wilder is going to happen. I did a video saying Usyk versus Wilder is done. Maybe it isn't done. I think that's what they want to announce, but maybe it's not done yet. But I think it will be done. I think it's just a matter of time. So yeah, they're here. And that, again, a new player in the boxing landscape. Not just a new player. I mean, if you're doing Usyk Wilder, you're a big player in the boxing landscape. So they're around. And then ZUFFA, who have got their first event in a couple of weeks, have just announced the signing of OPETAIA. Like, everyone's like, okay, who are they going to sign? They're not making any moves. They're not signing anyone. All of a sudden they go, bang, OPETAIA, the best cruiserweight in the world. For me, by some distance as well. I think he's phenomenal. I love him. But I don't quite understand the OPETAIA signing. It doesn't make sense. And the reason I say this is that I've interviewed OPETAIA, I've spoken to him a few times, and OPETAIA has always spoken about unification, wanting to become undisputed. That's been his goal. Dana White for the last year or so, has spoken about not wanting to work with the other sanctioning bodies. So has OPETAIA's dream changed? Has it moved? I mean, has Dana White moved in terms of his stance on not working with the other sanctioning bodies? I don't understand. And I guess that means OPETAIA's time with Matchroom's up as well. Obviously, Matchroom have kind of co-promoted OPETAIA with Tasman fighters for the last few fights. So I'm guessing that's done. Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I genuinely can't keep up. I don't understand it all. I don't know. I don't know if Dana White's now going to start working with other promoters, because I always felt like when this TKO ZUFFA thing was first pushed, it was almost a case of we are on our own. We don't need you. I wonder now if they've realized that, well, we kind of do need you, or at least it would make more sense working with you. But yeah, so look, you think about where, you know, boxing at its peak 4 or 5 years ago, and I might have got my timelines wrong here, but it was Showtime, it was HBO, it was Sky Sports. Think about this. All those things, all those free players do not do boxing. They're not in the sport anymore. How crazy is that? Top Rank don't have a deal. Top Rank, Bob Arum doesn't have a deal. Like, the longest serving active promoter, I mean, I don't count Don King as active, to be honest with you. Top Rank, Bob Arum doesn't have a deal. It's crazy. And then you've got like Virgil Ortiz and his team suing Oscar De La Hoya to try and get out of that contract. It's just all over. Like, boxing is just crazy. Like, me working in the sport, like, it's just the fucking wild, wild west. It really is. Almost sometimes I just feel, Ade, just enjoy it. Go to these events, you know, meet the fighters, enjoy being ringside, you know, in a seat, I guess, that money can't buy, right? And just enjoy it, and don't get involved in all the chaos of it and all the politics. But it's hard not to, because it's in your face. So yeah, I'm very keen now though, going back to TKO and ZUFFA, because my initial thoughts with them was they were going to sign upcoming talent. That was I almost thought that was the thing, or at least that's kind of what they put out that they were going to do. Again, in the last few weeks, Charles Martin, obviously a veteran, F.A. Jagba maybe classed as a veteran, and now Jai OPETAIA. So that's not upcoming, that's talent right now. So yeah, I'm intrigued as to who else they're gonna sign, because I did say this in one of my videos. Like, boxers now, boxers have no loyalty. Don't necessarily blame them, right? Because promoters will dump a boxer who loses a couple of times anyway. But boxers now will just go anywhere for the biggest fight. And I can almost see boxers, one day you see them on TKO, one day you see him on DAZN, the next day you see him fucking with this IBV boxing group. Like, I feel like boxers won't have a home, and they will go anywhere that gives them the biggest check. I think that's the new boxing. That's how it's going to be. The idea of when we were young and seeing a boxer on HBO for all of their career, or Sky Sports for all of their career, that's done. Honestly, I think that's done. For fans, I think that's incredible. For broadcasters, that's a bit of a headache. That's a bit of a headache, man. How do you build a star that you don't know if they're going to be there? And some of you might be listening to this and thinking, well, sign the fighter to a 6-fight deal and they can't go anywhere. Fighters ain't signing that. Fighters ain't signing that. I mean, young fighters will, but experienced pros ain't doing that. But you would have them on for one just because you know that one fight can bring in good numbers. So it's not like these broadcasters are going to say, we're not signing you because you're not agreeing to a 3-fight deal. They'll say, oh, fuck it, we'll take you for 1 fight then. I genuinely believe that's going to happen. So it is a crazy time. Like imagine like the new players really in this game. I know DAZN aren't new, but considering, you know, how, you know, some of the old guard, how long they've been there, but the new players in the game are basically apps, DAZN, Netflix and YouTube and Amazon Prime. Fucking hell, it's crazy times, isn't it? It's crazy times. As for me and what I'm doing at the moment regarding boxing events, the next boxing event for me, I was trying to get to Madison Square Garden. I still am to an extent, but no, I was trying to get there for Tio Shakur. I mean, why would I not want to get there? Do you know what I mean? Like, why would I not want to be at MSG for one of the biggest fights of the year, regardless of what else will be made? But I think I'm doing Josh Kelly background, which, I mean, it's not a bad second, is it? World title fight, should be a good atmosphere there. After that, Warrington Wood, I think that's the next one. Obviously they've announced Dublin, which is going to be good. Jazza Dickens versus Kakachi. But you know what I want to do though? What I really want to do is some American shows. I feel like I've not done an American show for a while. Just a different vibe, different energy, different atmosphere. Not even the big ones, just some of the small ones. But those shows in like Phoenix are fucking incredible. Like, honestly, the Mexicans make a racket. So yeah, it'd be nice to do some of those. I do have an announcement to make regarding Calicoda Promotions. For those of you that do watch my Instagram quite a bit, you guys would know that I've been over to Kenya a few times. I was there late November for a show, and now I might help that promotion full time. Not really to be on camera, although that might happen, more behind the scenes. So yeah, I might invest in Calicoda Promotions, and yeah, it's not a bad thing, is it, to invest in a promotional company in Africa? So we're looking at that. And also the plan is to be in Nigeria a lot this year, just to help with what's going on over there as well in the boxing. Having sort of covered the sport the way I've covered it in the last 5-6 years, and I mean sort of working behind the scenes and seeing how things operate, I do feel like I've got some experience in helping or knowing what is a good boxing show. So that's the plan for Nigeria. Obviously we've done 2 events that have been okay. They've been okay, right? But the plan is for loads more events this year, but they've got to be better. That's just how it is, right? You can never say you've done it. They've got to be better. And I want to be on ground to make sure that it is better. I think some things were improved from the first to the last one. I thought the ring announcer was much better. It was great to have Adam Smith there and Darren Barker. I mean, that means the comms was better. So yeah, there are things that were better, but there's so much more that can be improved. So yeah, I think that'll be a big part of my 2026. And then we'll see what happens. I'm going to go with the flow with regards to football and other sports. But yeah, the plan really is just to keep on doing what we're doing, people. It's been a good ride so far. 2025 was really good. Can't complain. We did our live, which was the highlight. We got to 100,000 subs, which was another highlight. So the plan is just to keep doing more of that and to kick on. By the way, I'm in some fucking horrendous traffic. I don't know why I took this route. Like, shocking. I feel like I might turn around, but everywhere's gonna be shocking. Might just sit here in it. Anyway, guys, girls, peace and love.